We are here live in Augusta on the campus of Payne College, and alongside Jack Nicholas and Gary Player, you're one of the honorary starters for this year's Masters. Why did you decide to say yes this year to being a starter, and what does Augusta National mean to you?
Well, anytime you're asked to be a starter at Augusta National, you can't pass that up. Especially after I had qualified in 1975 to play here for the first time. And when the chairman asked me to be an honorary starter, I thought that was a wonderful thing, because there are a lot of people that he could have asked and could have been there in my place. After Arnold Palmer passed away, I felt that it would be a good chance for me to get a situation like that. And so when he asked me, I jumped at it right away because I knew how much I had wanted to play at Augusta, and also to have someone ask you to come and perform in a situation like that. It was far superior to anything that I have ever accomplished in the game of golf.
On the theme of winning, fast forward to the Masters in 1997. For black pioneers like you, what did the victory of Tiger Woods mean to you personally to see a black man finally prevail at the Masters?
Well, I had been at Augusta and had watched Tiger progress as an amateur the 2 years that he played prior to winning. And I made a statement to the press after the 95th year that he would certainly win a golf tournament because I had noticed the golf club, the type of club that he was hitting into those greens. And I knew that if he continued to improve year after year and learn more about Augusta National, that he was going to be successful. And he was. And I was there when he won. After embracing his dad, he came to me and we embraced, because that morning before he teed off, I went to him and we had a little talk at the back of the golf course, the practice range. And I said to him that this would be probably one of the hardest days that he would have because of him being so far out front, that he had to keep his mind on the business. So he did, and he was successful. And the next day, our picture appeared on just about every magazine around the country.
We've seen programs like First Tee and HBCUs like Howard and Morehouse expand their golf offerings. And recently, we've had the Lee Elder Golf Scholarship here at Payne College in Augusta, where we sit today. What more should the golfing profession do to invest in its future? And what do you want to see when you talk about your legacy? What do you want that to be?
Well, I think what we have to do is to have more people have a tendency to try to back a situation like what Augusta National did for Payne College.
Talk about that HBCU relationship between Payne, your experience, and Augusta National.
Well, my experience with that, I'm just coming into it. This is the first year of me being involved in this, and I didn't know too much about the HBC. Even though I coached the teams and helped the team somewhat during Shirley Lewis' administration.
Oh, okay.
After she left, I didn't have too much more time with the Payne College team. But I think that what has to be done is that you have to have the participation of golfers, good recruiters, good coaches that's willing to work there, good administration that has a willingness to go out and search for these young people, go out and talk to them, offer them something that they can be happy with, to come to your school and play. And these are things that I don't see a lot of the colleges going around doing, because it's very easy if you have a golf team and you're going to play in a lot of the town that you go in the different colleges, you certainly can see all of the talent. And if you have enough money set aside to where you can promise these kids or offer these kids things to come and play at your college, you can do that. But you have to be careful because you can't go in and just talk to a kid without getting permission. So I think
True.
I think that's a lot of things. That's a lot of things that are keep holding them back. But you have to have good recruitment and you have to have good coaches and all of that. And that's what I'm going to be involved in, getting the colleges. Getting the kids and everybody and all the teams situated and working with them and saying that we have a team that can do perhaps what Augusta State did to win the championship back-to-back years.
And it's amazing to see it kind of come full circle because in 1975 you got invited to a reception right here on Payne College's campus, and now you have this scholarship trying to improve the program here. That's going to be a part of just as much a part of your legacy as the 1975 Masters.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. That would be one of the top one that would be in there. I owe all of that to Dr. Julian Scott, who at the time was president, and the incident that I had occurred here where we tried to go in and eat at a restaurant and they refused us, so we couldn't find a place because I had 12 people with me and we were trying to find
That's a big entourage now,
yeah.
Mr. Eldon. You were traveling pretty deep back then. Now.
Well, I had a lot of friends that came with me from the Washington, D.C. area, and plus the fact that a lot of them came from the Los Angeles area. But to have a group like that that come and support you, you have to be happy. You don't want to come here by yourself. You've been a loner for a long time.
Yeah, and Payne welcomed you on campus.
Yes, by all means, with great enthusiasm.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you back today on campus. It's a pleasure to have you back at the Masters.